Up-to-date information is critical for success. In today's day and age, we depend upon data to give us insights and ensure that we have the information as we need it. In a majority of cases, businesses rely on multiple tools to gather data and take actions. Since most of these apps and softwares don't talk to each other natively, a business has two options: either to do these tasks manually or hire a team of developers to fix the flow of data and bring all the data under a common platform where it makes sense and leads to insights. Small businesses and solopreneurs cannot afford to hire developers in most cases, so need to resort to doing all things manually, and this leads to a loss of man hours and eventually business. What if you could save up to 2 to 3 hours a week by automating these tasks? This option exists, but a lot of businesses and solopreneurs don't know about it. A lot of manual work can be replaced by using an online automation tool, something like a Zapier or a tool called Automate. Zapier and Automate let you automate your basic tasks without writing a single line of code. In this video, I will show you what kind of tasks you can perform with these apps and how you can win more time for your critical business functions which bring you revenue while saving additional costs which you may incur if you were to hire resources to do these tasks. Hi, my name is Vishal Mehra and I am a lead generation consultant. I help companies achieve growth by leveraging the power of modern day marketing and automation aimed at lead generation. A major part of lead generation is automating the leads flow, and by using Zapier, I have helped my clients automating the leads flow, and so can you. So let's dive in and see how you can benefit by using Zapier. So here we are on Zapier's website. The concept on which Zapier works is a trigger and action. The first thing to do after you have signed up is for you to define the trigger and what action needs to be taken subsequently. If you are in a space where you leverage Facebook lead ads, a simple example of what Zapier could do would be trigger every time a lead is submitted. On this trigger, the action that you can define is to send this data to Google Sheets. Now, these Google Sheets could be manned by your team who can follow up with the leads as the leads start pouring in, or you could define the action as sending the data to an email marketing tool which sends out an automated email. Or maybe you could even do both using a 3-step zap. On collecting of a Facebook lead, which is the trigger, you can define two actions: send the data to Google Sheets and to the email marketing software as well. By automating this simple task, you have already cut down on the delay that it took for you to download the leads and transfer these to your Google Sheets and marketing tool. Let's say as a business, you get between 8 to 10 leads a day, and it took you 2 minutes per lead to transfer this data. You have just saved 20 minutes of time per day and automated the whole process as well. So this is basically what Zapier does in the very basic sense. Now here are a few examples of what Zapier can do for your business. Zapier has defined 350 of their most popular zaps across 15 categories, and these you would find on the website where they have inspiration or ideas. We will just go through a few of these and you would see that all the tools that you are probably using have already been covered here. When you see the popular zaps, you would see things like share blog posts to your social channels or keep your notes with your tasks. So a lot of people like to use tools like Evernote, and some people use both Evernote and Trello. By creating a zap which connects Evernote and Trello, you will have your data go across seamlessly between both the apps. If you use feedback and other information forms, whether it is Google Forms or whether it is Typeform, you can again combine the two by using the zaps. And as you can see, these zaps are already pre-built. So any zap which a lot of businesses are using becomes a pre-built zap and is available for you natively. All you need to go is just enable the zap, go and connect your accounts, define the fields, And in as little as 5 minutes, you could be on your way to automating the whole process. We just discussed the Facebook lead ad. Those apps are also pre-configured and ready to go. Every time you come to a tool, you see there are more integrations. Like it says here, see more SurveyMonkey integrations, or see more MailChimp integrations, or see more Slack integrations. Any activity you're doing on regular basis which requires you to sync data between multiple apps can be automated by using a tool like Zapier. I wanted to take a few examples of MailChimp and see what you can do if you were to connect MailChimp and Zapier. As you can see here, there are a few apps that have been defined here by Zapier itself. Like there are 60 integrations for Gmail. So if you're using Gmail as your email client, then there are 60 different integrations available for it. If you have a website on Shopify, you have 90 different integrations available for it. Google Sheets and Google Forms, respectively, again have integrations natively available. When we come to this here, we wanted to check the MailChimp one. When we come here and we press plus, it'll ask us which app do we want to connect it with. Let's say I want to do reverse connection. I use MailChimp's lead collection forms to collect leads and trigger off an autoresponder. But I also want that the same data comes into my CRM, and my CRM of choice is HubSpot. The minute we enter HubSpot here, Zapier would show us what are the options that are available to us. So first one that comes up, which apparently seems to be the most popular one, is create or update HubSpot contacts from new MailChimp subscribers. You see, we need the data which is being collected in the email marketing tool to also come across to us in our CRM of choice. Now, by using this Zap, we can make sure that the data comes to us in real time as soon as it happens. So this could be one option where you don't have to log in every time into MailChimp to see how many new clients you've collected. You don't need to log into MailChimp at all to get that information. You will get it in one go in your CRM itself. There are multiple examples that we'll find here. Now, these are just the integrations between HubSpot and MailChimp. And if MailChimp logo is first and HubSpot is the second, then it is flowing from MailChimp to HubSpot. If it's the reverse, then the information is coming from HubSpot to MailChimp. For a lot of our clients, we use HubSpot and MailerLite. One of the integrations that we use a lot is the data flowing from HubSpot to MailerLite, and the reverse from MailerLite to HubSpot. As I said, we use a lot of MailerLite. If you were to come here and search for HubSpot, you would see once again there are multiple ways we can connect the two. There are multiple triggers and actions that can be done here. If you're going to use it to connect your CRM and email marketing, I would suggest doing a two-way sync. So the first sync should be from MailerLite to HubSpot or your email marketing tool to your CRM. And the second tool should be from your CRM to your email marketing tool. Any email requests that you get in from new clients or from new leads need to be sent over to your email marketing tool as well. If you're going to try and do it manually, A, you would be spending a lot of time doing it. B, there are occasions when you may forget to even send this data across. Remember, we get busy doing some other tasks. We put it on a note and we say, oh, I'll remember to do it. But then a lot of times people just simply forget. So there are lots of integrations what Zapier has. So if you're using any two apps, it makes sense to come and check here if they have an email integration which would work for you or not. In terms of what does it cost you and what you get. So if one heads over to the pricing plan of MailerLite, you will see that they have a free plan which gives you 100 tasks a month and you can have 5 two-way zaps. You can't have a multiple or a three-way zap here. You can only have 5 zaps which do not have premium on them. But if you were to move to a paid plan, then you can use up to 3 premium apps as it says here. You can use filters, formatters, and you can even use webhooks, which is another interesting feature. So if your app does not have a native integration, but it has an API connection, then it can trigger an information which is caught by a webhook, and the webhook is from Zapier. So using the webhook, we can actually automate any app. That works pretty well. The other tool that I recommend is a tool called Automate. Now these two are very similar. Zapier and Automate do exact same thing, but Automate is a little bit more liberal when it comes to the pricing. So Automate offers you 500 actions instead of 100 of Zapier. It's the same thing. They also give you 5 zaps or 5 bots, but this is where they have an edge, that their data check frequency is 5 minutes against 15 of Zapier. So both of these work very well, and both of these can get your job done. Now the thing is that Zapier has a larger number of integrations than Automate. Automate does not have as many integrations as Zapier does. It is always advisable to come and check which of the two works better for you. If Automate has an integration, since they are more generous with the free actions, I would recommend using the Automate integration for some actions. And those that are not available on Automate but on Zapier, since Zapier only gives you 100 actions in the free plan, using Zapier to do those tasks. So as you can see, these apps make your life easier. They will help you automating your tasks and saving you time. By signing up for both of these, you will be having a total of 600 actions that can be taken. So 600 actions is enough for a small business and a solopreneur to get started for free. And as your business starts growing, you always have the option of upgrading. Now, if you're going the upgrading route, the pricing plan of Zapier is more customizable than that of Automate. So do keep that in mind. There you have it, guys. This was a brief video about how you can use automation tools like Zapier and Automate to automate your daily tasks and save yourself some time. I hope you've liked this video. It gave you some information and provided some value. If it did provide value, we would truly appreciate you pressing the like button. Your like tells YouTube that this content is relevant and it helps other people see the content. If you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate you doing so. This is Vishal Mehra signing off. See you in the next video. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.